So more on me dropping out of school. When I was in school, I used to get in tons of trouble for talking back to the teachers, asking them questions, telling them that they didn't know how the real world was because they went to school, then they went to college, and then they're back in school, and they didn't really like that. So somehow I was able to convince my parents that they should let me drop out of school when I was 16 years old, and that would be better than me getting in trouble and sent to the principal's office for a while. And I kind of let them know that I was getting sent to the principal's office every day, but I would just go home because I realized that when they send you to the principal's office, they never check to see if you went to the principal's office, so there's really no way of knowing. So this went on for months where I would just get kicked out of class in the morning and get sent to the principal's office and just go home, but they never knew, and I never got caught for it because there's no checks and balances that you actually do go to the principal's office. Or I'd get detention and then realize that they take roll in the beginning of detention, but they don't take roll at the end of detention. So I would army crawl out of detention because the teacher wouldn't be able to see. The way that I would check to see if she could see if I was if she was paying attention and actually watching the classes, I would just put my middle finger up, and if I didn't get yelled at, I knew she obviously was busy reading, and she wouldn't see if I crawled on the floor and snuck out of detention. So I realized, well, if I'm doing all this, why do I even bother going? At the time, I had a lucrative career making balloon animals at TGI Fridays for tables, and I would just go up and I'd make balloon animals, they give me tips. I wasn't a clown, but I made balloon animals. And I realized that this was making me a lot of money. I eventually wanted to open up a restaurant, and I thought, well, I'll just save up my money, and by the time I'm 21, I'll have enough money to open up a restaurant, and making balloon animals, can be a thing of the past. As far as what I did when my friends were in school, I would work, and then I also found what I called big kid friends, that people had already graduated, and then started hanging out with them to keep me busy. I lost some friends when I dropped out of school. Their parents didn't want them to hang out with me because I was the dropout. That since has come around. As far as missing out on college life, I would say that I actually didn't miss out on college life because when my friends went to college, I actually moved into Center City, Philadelphia, and I had friends that went to Drexel, Penn, University of the Arts, and Temple. So it was almost like I went to 4 different colleges. So on any given week, I decided what college parties I wanted to go to while my friends were in college, and I got the best of all worlds. So from Penn to art school to Temple to Drexel, I made my rounds and still got to be a kid and didn't miss out on too much with that. So, and with my past companies, I was hot-headed, yelled, screamed, threw things, jumped up and down, screamed, cursed, and after I took time off and didn't work and was on sabbatical for over 2 years, I just became a calmer, more relaxed person. There wasn't one thing in particular. You just realize that life's short. And now with this company, I realize, yelling at people and screaming at them doesn't accomplish anything. So I just kind of go about it in a different way, and it's been working. So I'm sticking with that. Yelling usually doesn't get people anywhere, and if you can speak calmly when somebody else is yelling, you usually win an argument. So in regards to our company's risk with what we do, when we put up all the money to do the work to hopefully find our clients' savings, how risky do we find that and our success and things like that? What we do, because we've done so many locations and so many projects, is we're pretty confident that if we take on a project, we're going to find money. We also try to only work with companies with multiple locations and multiple categories. So if somebody has 20 locations and we're looking at 5 spend categories, we have 100 tries to find something wrong. There's 100 different bills between all the locations. So the more that we increase the number of categories, increase the number of locations, the lower our risk goes. And we're pretty confident that we're going to find money because we've done so many different projects all over the country, and the fact is that people know what they pay, but they don't know what the guy across the street pays, and they don't know the ins and outs of all the tricks of what their vendors are doing when they charge them. We take on about 30 clients a month right now, between 500 and 2,000 locations come on board. It's what's been averaging for the past couple months. So in regards to our office, we were on the 3rd floor in this building, and we outgrew it, and the entire 4th floor was open. So we moved up here quickly and didn't get a chance to renovate it all. So it's pretty much straight out of the 80s with the color scheme, and it's desks and furniture that we found on Craigslist just because we needed stuff right away. We're in the process of redoing it, but we're a cost savings firm, so we got to keep it on the cheap, and also clients never come to our office. And so everybody's just kind of managed to hang up whatever they had laying around their garage and decorate it that way. And it's kind of been what the office environment is. We got the picture of me and Billy. Got to go to a cocktail party with Bill. So that was always good to be a high school dropout that gets to go to cocktail parties with former presidents. We got the Monopoly pictures, because I like to play Monopoly, and I think it's the best game ever. Got my bike from, I used to be an avid cyclist, shall we say. Now I use it occasionally to get to work. We got the everybody has to have their first business chopper picture where you had to take a chopper to a meeting. So I have that. We got my basketball net that I was on a business trip and came back, and my staff decided that I needed a basketball net, so they installed it for me while I was gone, and now everybody comes in here to play basketball. And as you can see, the ceilings aren't that high, so we have some ball marks on the ceilings from different shots. We don't play pig or horse, we actually play SIB and determine who the winner is, and we actually have the official rules of pig up there just so there's no dispute. And I'll see if I can make it on the first try. There we go, no retakes there. So this is our bell. So if we get a new client, we ring the bell. If it's a small client and it's not that impressive, somebody has to blow the whoopee cushion. And if it's a big deal, we get to blow the air horn. But we also blow the air horn if Harper doesn't talk about private school, because he's 30 years old and he still talks about the high school that he went to. So if he goes a week without talking about it, we blow the horn also. We got Al. Most people's offices are decorated with stuff that they didn't have room for at their house. So we have his grandmom's recliner right here. And Al.
What's up?
How's it going, buddy?
Good. Monday.
You got any deals going?
Not yet. I have about 3 hours into this week.
You a little nervous because you're on camera right now?
No, I'm okay with it. Yeah, we'll see. It's gonna be a big week. Big week.
All right. What made you work at SIB, Al?
I was in college and saw the ad for an internship. It just kind of fell in my lap, and I've been here ever since. I think that's 16 months ago.
What made you pick us over another company, Al?
I think you guys picked me.
Oh.
So, yeah, Tom
such a cocky
me.
response. So we're playing MTV Cribs Office here, Mitch.
Hey.
We got Mitch.
Howdy.
Mitch, do you have the Mitch socks on today?
I do have some Mitch socks on today.
So what Mitch does to offset the fact that he's the oldest person in the office is he wears fancy socks. We got Tom,
Good morning.
Vice President of Business Development, and we got Mitch's pillows that he was allowed to let Tom use. And
Those
get
are
out of his
actually
house.
really comfortable pillows. They look kind of funny, but we call them porn pillows. The irony is that this is the dirty couch. Dan has the other couch, and that's in our living room, or in our waiting room. But Dan always lays on the dirty couch, and he insisted that I have it, which makes no sense to me.
So Tom, tell the nice folks at CNBC about what you do with your notebooks and the collection of analogies that you've been piling up.
Yes, for the Dan Schneider Book of Analogies. I've at the back of each notebook, I have some of his quotes written down. I think I have some good ones somewhere. I'm trying to find ones that aren't vulgar or offensive. It's difficult. Don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. As excited as an erect horsecock.
I didn't say that one.
You did, yeah. You were describing a referral partner, I believe. Like, he's as excited as an erect horsecock to work with us.
Christian,
What's up, dude?
you got anything witty to say to the camera?
Witty? Nothing.
About why you work at SIB?
Is this our cribs?
This is MTV Cribs or CNBC Office Cribs. I
Gotcha.
guess. Yeah.
Has he told you about the rocks in the bucket?
Oh yeah.
We gotta, to make sure that I'm making enough phone calls in a day, when I make a call I gotta move the rocks to the other bucket. It's kind of a little like, I guess, a visual reminder that I need to get my shit done. Sorry, stuff done.
And this is actually Christian's idea, but I stole the idea because if we wanted everybody else to do it, Christian didn't want to be the guy that looked like he came up with this idea that makes people do more work.
Right.
So it's really
I
Christian's
don't want to be
idea.
that guy.
But I just decided to be the bad guy and implement it.
Yeah.
So, and
good
that's your chia president.
Yeah, that's Obama Chia over there. pretty incredible. I think it's an oak tree growing on the top of it. I don't know how that seed got in there.
And your office is also decorated with things that your wife wouldn't let you hang up at home?
Yeah, pretty much just the story. A lot of that. Trying to think of anything else exciting that goes on in here. The sidecar. We have a little intern sits over here, helps me work sometimes. They make fun of me. They say, "Oh, Kapowski's going in the sidecar."
Where is Kapowski?
I don't
It's
know.
missing. Harper.
What's going on, dude?
We got Harper. His office is decorated like a 11-year-old's bedroom, and he's busy over here closing deals, right?
Absolutely, throwing rocks,
Okay.
getting it done.
Perfect.
Just, yeah, enjoying my space of a little adolescence over here. So,
All right. Well, let you get back to your time warp.
thank you very much.
Our offices are this 80s color because we haven't redone them yet, and it's just kind of as is. So this is our conference room, and it doesn't have any chairs in it because we grew so fast as a company that we had to steal chairs from the conference room. So now we have a meeting, everybody just brings their chair, but it's kind of like a signal that we're having a signal that we're having a meeting because you hear all the chairs rolling around and everybody knows that they have to go to the conference room. Martin.
What's up?
What's up? This is
All right.
Martin. He makes sure the savings stays in place, and when you walk by, you have to say, Martin! Like the TV show.
That's about it.
Alright. We got Drew over here. Drew,
Morning.
what's happening?
Another day. How's it
Do you have anything fun and exciting to tell the nice people at CNBC of
Uh,
what made you leave like a more corporate environment to come here?
I got out of Marriott accounts payable to come and work for Dan out of the Blue House, and we've been growing. Trained 2 new interns today, so bringing them on board, getting them up to speed.
Okay, perfect. And Drew actually secretly has a wet bar in his closet. Don't know why. There's no booze, but he does have a closet with a wet bar for whatever reason. We got James Kipp, CFO, Mr. Personality.
Am I supposed to say something?
You can say whatever you want, James. You could say your favorite Dan Schneider quote.
My favorite.
Appropriate one,
The-
non-vulgar one.
The non-vulgar one, meaning they call it work for a reason. If it wasn't work, it'd be called easy.
Exactly. And where's Mac,
I don't know.
your sidekick?
He's somewhere around the office.
We have an office dog somewhere. We got the wall of narcissism here. So every time we get press, we got to hang it up to fulfill my narcissistic needs. Mac, come on, buddy. Come on. We got Mac, the office dog. We got everybody's bonus checks. So they stay for 5 years, they get 50 grand. We gotta block out the routing number. Lawrence,
Yeah,
how are you, buddy?
good.
Good. You used to randomly be on camera and be all nervous.
Great.
So Lawrence is the vice president of Tickle Fights here at SIB.
Did do a little bit of that.
Lawrence used to be a military man, but he decided that being insubordinate is more fun.
Yeah, gonna have a little bit more fun in the civilian world, that's for
Okay.
sure. So.
Anything you'd like to say to the nice people at CNBC?
No,
How
I
wonderful it is to work here.
Yeah, it's such a
How
great
nice I
job,
am.
and
I don't yell or scream
I'm
or
an
jump
awesome
up and down.
boss. It's great. No pressure at all, ever.
Alright, what, you want to talk about Justin Bieber on your wall and
Or
Rick Ross?
Or
Who's
Sherpa.
hiking?
That's a Sherpa.
That's a Sherpa?
Yeah. From my
Do you want to explain why Bieber
it's
is
a
on your wall?
long oh Beaver. I guess somebody just thought that he belonged there. I think it was Christian, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about Rick Ross?
Emily decided upon that,
What
so
was the
I just
reason?
leave him up. You know.
Alright, let's go find out why Emily wanted Rick Ross on the wall. Emily, why is Rick Ross on
I don't know.
Lawrence's wall? Well, you put it on his wall.
Oh, I don't know.
Cause he's like a boss.